Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
Keep me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
It's hard out here for a pill. Crazy tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, the Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. We got another episode of Elevated Sports Talk. Oh, yeah, Tuesday morning fantasy football talk. Let's get it. Let's see who's up in the chat with us here. Salute to our man, Derek. What up? What up? Hey, shout out to Stranger and the Houday Nation. What up? What up? Tell us something's happening with the Jamar Chase after CD got paid. Tell us, Stranger. Come on. We want to hear it. We want to hear it. Derek said in training, but salute. Appreciate you, Derek, coming through even while you're on training. And let him know. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up for the 420 crew. Hit that like button. Hit the share button. We appreciate you guys helping the show grow. And Toyota One in the house. What up? What up? Let's get ready to smoke it up, bro. King D LBC. What up, homie? What up? Johnny. What up, Johnny? My 2-day hangover is finally gone. Damn. 2-day hangover. We're getting old. We're getting old. What were you drinking that gave you a 2-day hangover, bro? And like, doesn't weed cure the hangover before you get into the second day of it? Let's hear it. Get it, Fruity Pebbles. I mean, very classic breakfast, very, very classic breakfast cereal. I don't need like too much cereal anymore, but Fruity Pebbles definitely one of the go-to. Throw in your go-to cereal, whatever it is. I'm curious what you can tell a lot about someone based on their go-to cereal. What's your go-to cereal? Put it in the chat. And even if you don't eat cereal now, because we're all getting older and shit, what was your go-to cereal? How about that? Because yeah, I feel like Fruity Pebbles and the Cocoa Pebbles and Frosted Flakes and Chex. I feel like those were like the four. And like Chex was the one. Makes you feel like you're eating a little bit healthier, right? Even like the Special K, you find out like Special K is more bullshit for you than like Fruity Pebbles or anything like that. Like, man, these cereal companies lied to us. And Crispy said probably butt wiper. Austin in the house. What up, bro? He's back. He's back. Let's get it. And he said, I'll say Chase gets paid next postseason. Fuck. After year 4, same as JJ. That's rough, man. That's rough. He's back at practice, though. So, I mean, that is something nice, you know. It is something nice. Nick said noodles, orange chicken, egg roll, pepper steak, sour chicken, rice. Let's go. That's just plate 1, right? Got a lot of more plates to go. How many plates you going to get up to, bro? Can you hit 10 plates? Can you get up to 10 plates? Frosted Flakes. Hell yeah, man. Frosted Flakes and Raisin Bran for sure. And go to ass. Reese's Puffs. Hey, man. Dude, you know, remember the Rice Krispie Treat cereal? I don't think that was like one that really lasted like a long time. But man, was that shit good. You guys remember the Rice Krispie Treats cereal? Man, it was so good. I mean, you're just eating like Rice Krispie marshmallows like in a fucking cereal, man. It's awesome. And because it was cereal, you could get away with it, eating it for breakfast. Austin said, bro, I forgot about that. It was not long lived, but I know if you had it, you guys remember how good that was, man. It made that popping noise. Well, yeah. I mean, the Rice Krispie Treats, like the Rice Krispies, I think there was 2, right? It was like Rice Krispies was one, and then like Rice Krispie Treats. That was the one where it was fucking all marshmallowy piece, like the everything was stuck together with the marshmallowy pieces and shit. And Zoo Crew, what up, bro? Age has no bro. Cereal has no age limit. I smash Fruity Pebbles, Apple Jacks, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes with added sugar. I know, bro. I know, but like, man, I'm just saying, we're getting a little older. Getting a little older. Some people might go crazy. You get that much sugar in the morning. Stranger said, wasn't a cereal for breakfast guy, but a box of frosted shredded mini wheats and a glass of milk was is a great munchie. Hell yeah. Toyota one, Captain Crunch. I mean, classic. Do you like the original Captain Crunch or the Crunch Berries or the Oops All Berries? I remember all those different ones. And so I'm like more bacon and eggs. Yeah, I don't really. I don't eat cereal like I used to. Like, back in the day, like cereal was a struggle meal, for us. And now we get to get what we want, all the fancy boxes, like everything. Hard R, Special K clusters. I like it. Johnny said it was my 1-year anniversary party for the DJ collective I'm a part of. So we went hard Friday through Sunday. He said party after party after party, lots of party favors, large pupils, and dancing till you drop. I like it, bro. So it was a weekend party that created a 2-day hangover. I like it, baby. I like it. That's what I'm talking about. Corey, hey, our man Corey in the house. What up, bro? He said these are the vibes, baby. You know it. We're getting ready for fantasy football. We're talking breakfast cereals in the morning, getting ready. And yeah. And Jay said, hey man, the Rumble app got me locked out. I don't know what's wrong with the Rumble app, but if you just go on your computer or on your phone, just go to rumble.com on, like, not on the app, just on the actual web browser, whatever web browser it is, go to rumble.com and then log in and you should be good. And then doing logging in like just online instead of on the app, that's where you get access to all the 420 crew emojis and things like that, because you signed up as a member yesterday. Ooh, Nick said hitting the hibachi next. I mean, that's the best, man. That's the best. And Austin said, Huss, I'm digging the full beard, man. We're growing it out. We're growing it out. We're going to see how it goes. But it's going good so far. Had a little trim action when I went to what's it called, to LA, just so it weren't like super scraggly. But yeah, pretty much I've just been like, edging it up a little bit right here, edging it up a little bit down there. And we're just letting the rest grow out. And guess what? That government cereal was during the Carter times. Hell yeah. And Corey, what up, bro? When did you start doing the 2 angles for the for these videos? I like it, not gonna lie. It was very recently after the Super Bowl. Very recently after the Super Bowl, we had a lot of changes that were happening then. And one thing that I'm trying to do every single year is step up my production, somehow. And this mic that I bought, this camera that I bought, $300 camera. Make sure to get like a super dope one. This one's actually that I can like bring on the road and stuff like that. It's like very easy to take on the road as well. So that's why I got this one specifically. And but yeah, it's been going since about February-ish. Nick said plate number 2, noodles, shrimp, crab, steak, vegetables, egg drop soup. Let's go, bro. We got to get to 10. We got to get to 10 plates. Okay. No excuses. If you got to shorten down, your portions a little bit, or if you got to leave some of those portions on the plate that you didn't like, but we're getting to 10 plates. Come on. That's one thing that we got to do. If we go to a buffet, we got to get our money's worth. Marty, hey, Beamer Cleaner Canada, Marty, what up, bro? Said almost time. He said, what number you cutting the WWF leagues down to? It's 10. It's 10 spots that gets cut down. 10 spots. So every offseason, I add 10 spots to our roster because there is no IR. Because during the offseason, like, unless it's someone who's like suspended for like 1 year to the next, it's like you can't even put anybody in IR. So I add those extra 10 spots so we don't have to like drop a bunch of people. But then we're adding and stuff like that. And then 1 week before the season starts, I take those 10 spots back away. And those are our roster cut downs. It's just 10 spots. Just 10. Austin said Brees finishes as number 1 overall. I said what I said. I like it. I'm not mad at it. Right now I've got cinnamon toast crunch, blueberry mini wheats, special K fruit, and yogurt stuff that pretends to be healthy. It's funny. One of the biggest lies ever is that special K is healthy for us. That was so funny. I remember like hearing, because you never read I don't, like now maybe I do, but I didn't used to read the ingredients or shit like that. I remember thinking I was doing the right thing, eating special K and all that shit. It's just as bad as any other cereal like out there. So might as well get something that's fucking might as well get something that's super dope. Austin said, give me a top 5 consensus pick this year. How about 6? I'll give you 3 running backs and 3 wide receivers. CMC, Brees, Bijan, CD, Tyreek, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Those are my top 6. If I can't, I'm really trying to get one of those top 3 running backs in every league that I can. And if I can't get one of those guys, I'm trying to get one of those wide receivers. And good thing about Amon-Ra, he doesn't go in the top 5, top 6 a lot. You can get Amon-Ra a lot of times at the end of the first round. I mean, it depends on the league, but I see that happen a bunch. Reese's Puffs, King D said, that's a good one, man. I mean, the Reese's Puffs are hella fire. Reese's is one of my favorite candies of all time. It's like peanut M&Ms and Reese's. And it's not even Reese's peanut butter cup, because those Reese's fast breaks, not gonna lie, man, that might be my favorite candy of all time. And it's because it's like 3 or 4 peanut butter cups into one like chocolate bar. And Corey said, what's the story on the Rumble app? Is that another place to subscribe to you? Yes, sir. Let me throw it over here. And it's an app. So Rumble, they got bought by YouTube a long time ago because YouTube thought that they were going to be like competition, but then YouTube kind of let it die. So Rumble bought the company back from YouTube, and then now they're trying to be like a cooler, edgier version of like YouTube. And so you can subscribe as members over there. You can leave super chats on Rumble, and like that's one of the places that I've been going hard. At least for since the beginning of the year. How about that? At least since the beginning of the year. Listed as a sleeper this year. Dang it. Why am I not seeing? Is there messages over there, Jay, that I am not seeing? I'm only seeing yours. And Austin said, I worked in human performance for 7 years. You want to laugh out loud? Look up a picture of each country's food administrator, all obese and unhealthy. That's funny. Giant said, I love the cups with the pieces jammed inside. Yeah. What are those even called? But I know what you're talking about. It's like it's the peanut butter cup, but it's like the bigger version. And then, yeah, the little Reese's Pieces inside of there. Because I know I've had those, man. Those are just like, those were like made by stoners for stoners, I'm sure. Let's figure out a way that we can make this better. Ooh, I know. More chocolate and more peanut butter inside. And it's going to add layers to it. All right. There we go. Appreciate you guys rocking. I know there's going to be a bunch of new people who are, like they're coming out of the woodworks. They're trying to have their fantasy football Q&A sessions and things like that. But, you guys know where the real one is. We've been rocking this forever. Now there's going to be people who want to pretend to be interactive, with people. But more often than not, most people come to me because I actually answer your questions. And, you're going to have these panels of like 2, 3, 4 guys or whatever. And like, they're going to be talking and answering one question every like hour. And then you have like the super big guys who they'll only answer your question if you leave a super chat, things like that. And I want people to super chat, and we encourage that for sure, because that's how I make money. But I'm not only going to answer people's questions who super chat. Okay, cool. Jay said Adam Burgess is watching, but I haven't commented yet. Okay. Because I know things work weird with the YouTube comment. I mean, not YouTube, with the Facebook comments, especially when it's like shared like into groups. Woo. All right. what else we got going here? I got some messages for some peeps. We got a few leagues that need filling. So if you want to get into another league that is going down, I got free options. If you want to get into a league, if you haven't joined the Wafers tournament yet, I got a free option for you. And then also have an $11 option, a $33 option, and $55 option. And there's actually like multiple. We got multiple options on the 33 and the 55. And Isaac said, "Want to grade a trade I made?" Sure. Let me know how many. Teams are in that league as well. Yeah, Corey said, "Signing up for Rumble now." You the man, Corey. You the man. Yeah, Rumble's actually paying us over there. I can actually make some money on Rumble. As of right now, we can't make any money off of YouTube, but hopefully that will be changing very, very soon. We're getting a little bit closer to getting remonetized here. So I appreciate all you guys throwing in the watch time and the watch hours, because all of that makes a difference on helping us get closer to getting remonetized. I give up Cup, Ayuk, Ferguson, King Henry, Coleman. I get Kelsey. I mean, like, you're literally trading your entire team for another team. So like, great, like trades like this. I mean, I always say they're not beneficial to your team unless you're literally getting everybody better than like the other person. I mean, I like that you got Kelsey. Kamara's trash though, especially when you're giving up King Henry. I'd rather have Cup and Ayuk over DK, Christian Watson, and Neighbors. So I don't know. I mean, you're trading good players and bad players away. Like, this is what you do when you make a trade like that. Couple players, now it's tipping in your scale. Oh, couple more players, now it's tipping back in your scale. Oh, couple more, now it's tipping the other way. Like, that's literally all you're doing when you're trading away like that many players. Isaac said, I traded the 3 players I traded away were on my bench. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because Cup, Ayuk, King Henry, like, I mean, yeah, one of those guys was on your bench, and Ferguson, whatever, dude. But yeah, I mean, you traded away Cup, Ayuk, and Henry. Those are the guys who I don't like you giving up to get back Kelsey, DK, Watson, and Neighbor. I mean, Kelsey's the only guy that I really like out of all the ones that you got. I mean, DK is nice, but I bet Ayuk does better than him. I bet Cup potentially does better than him. So if all of this was to get Kelsey, I mean, you got it done, but I don't know. It's an 8-man league as well, so every team's stacked. You need to be figuring out how to not trade a King Henry, but get some other pieces. That's the goal. Brad, should I trade Jameson Williams for Cortland Sutton? Just got offered. Yeah, dude. I'd rather have Cortland Sutton than Jameson Williams is gonna be nothing. Again. Magic Man Ricky said, come join this WWE Superflex League, $55 so I can lay the smackdown on your candy ass. I think there's only one spot left over there, and everything's gonna be starting. And Will said, so rookie draft and league draft tonight. Which 2 would you take? 110. Benson, Brooks, Thomas, Coleman. I mean, you got to give me. If it's a rookie draft, you have to give me context to your team. And Toyota 1, yeah, 4 or 5 guys talking and never answering questions or vague with it. And another guy charges $20 to answer the lineup questions. Not very user friendly, but anywho, that's how it goes. Tell me where, Crispy. Just tell me the leagues. Because everywhere is like 1,000 leagues to me. I just have my team now. Hurts, Saquon, Kamara, Tyreek, DK, Kelsey, A-Chain. I mean, that's good, but I mean, every 8-team league is going to be looking that good. At least you got Kelsey, though. That's a cheat code there. But having Kamara in your lineup in an 8-man league, I mean, that's trash. That's trash. I mean, I'd put A-Chain over there over Kamara and put someone else in the lineup over Kamara. Oh, where was it? What'd you say? Oh, no real needs on my team. Oh, okay. Guess I didn't read that far down. Well, if you have no real needs on your team, I already told you, do not draft any of these bullshit, dog shit running backs. Like, if you have no needs on your team, draft the wide receivers, dude. Draft wide receivers, not Benson, not Brooks, not fucking Corum. Those guys are going to be trash. And yeah, go for the wide receivers, man. The wide receivers, this is like one of the deepest and most top heaviest wide receiver classes ever. Don't miss out on one of these top end wide receivers because you're going with like a hurt ass, broke ass motherfucker, broken dude like Brooks, who's playing on like the worst offense in the league. Benson, who everybody thinks is going to be something, but he's really not. He's really not. Unless James Conner gets hurt early, he's really not going to do much for our fantasy leagues this year. Future, maybe, but this year isn't the year to draft running backs. It just isn't. It isn't. Might trade like Kamara for someone else and a better RB2. Do what you got to do, bro. Like Pacheco or something. If someone trades you Pacheco and something else for Kamara, yeah, please do that. But that'd be kind of insane if someone actually did that. That would be insane if someone actually did that. Shout out to everybody on Rumble. I see we got a bunch of people on Rumble, but nobody's leaving comments on Rumble. Come on. What is going on? Leave some comments on Rumble so we know you're real people over there. Come on. Crispy traded away my 3rd and 2nd and the 48 startup. I have Allen and Burrow stack. Thoughts? Yeah, I saw that you traded away as like the 2-7 and 3-7 for the 1-0 whatever to get what's it called? Josh Allen. I like it, man. I like it. Burrow and Allen's an insane stack. Hey, the roll. The roll is over on Rumble. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. I said no, like I give up Kamara and someone else like Neighbors for Pacheco. I mean, you can, but all that's doing is making your trade even worse because like now you got to take more people to tier up when you should have been doing that before. I know you can't go backwards, but I mean, do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do. But keep tiering up. Don't trade 4 players for 4 players, 3 players for 3 players. Like at the end of the day, that usually doesn't help you. It usually doesn't because you're trading away good players, bad players, everywhere in between. Then you're getting good players back. You're getting bad players back and everywhere in between. Like you need to make calculated trades, just like you said right there. We'll all trade Kamara and Neighbors for Pacheco. Like only make calculated trades like that. Don't like make a trade. Oh, you know, maybe we should do these 4 guys because like these 3 guys are on my bench, but like 2 of these guys will be in my starting lineup, you know, because you're still giving up good and bad. Like you gave away Derrick Henry and now you got to trade Kamara and to like replace a Derrick Henry when Derrick Henry would have been the dopest fucking RB2 that you could have right now. So like, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. And said just a lot of people in my league didn't really want to trade. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like you traded just to trade. Like, and he said, that's fair. He said, I really wanted Kelsey. And I feel that. And like looking at that, that's why I said, if this was all a trade just to get Kelsey, I'm kind of okay with that. But it was also too much. It was also too much for Kelsey. And I know in 8-team leagues, it's hard to make trades, but it's because every team is fucking stacked. So right now is literally the worst time to make trades because every team is fucking stacked. And I swear, like I've been thinking this as I've been going through my leagues and like putting people on IR and also going through my leagues and seeing people don't need to be put on IR. This may be one of the years where we have had the fewest injuries like as of right now. Like the preseason games are over. Injuries can still happen between now and next Thursday and now and next Sunday. But I think as of right now, I swear, man, this might be the preseason with the least amount of injuries ever. And it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Being hurt is one thing. We got a lot of people hurt. But injured and like already guys who are going to be missing a bunch of weeks, like guys like Nick Chubb and Hawkinson, we already came in knowing that they were going to miss. you know, so like it's not like those were like surprises or anything to us. And Isaac said, I'd rather have Pacheco over Henry, honestly. Hey, I mean, you do what you got to do. Henry's number 4 in my RB ranks this year. And trading out of emotion is a no-no. There's a couple rules that you must abide by of being around here. And Toyota One said, comment and some sort of comments. Hit the like button. Appreciate you, bro, for throwing some love on Rumble. We got more people watching on Rumble than anywhere else right now. So, yeah, Rumble, stand up. And but yeah, there's a couple rules that you must abide by. Remember, Scream, there are certain rules that one must abide by to successfully survive your fantasy football season. Number 1, you can never trade Travis Kelce away. Never. No, that's a big no. You never trade Travis Kelce away. Now, my number 2 is, when you trade, you must never trade with emotion. If you are an emotional trader, you are bound to screw yourself over. It might not always happen. You may make 9 trades that are like really good, but if that 10th trade you mess up on and it really screws you over, it could really screw you over. So do not trade with emotion. Those are the 2 biggest rules around here for sure. Do not trade with emotion. I'm not saying don't trade. I'm just saying don't trade with emotion. Yes, and you know what? That needs to be number 3 is rage drops. Like emotional drops. Like that kind of goes in with emotional trades, because there's some people who, this motherfucker, he only got me 5 points this week. It's week 2. He's supposed to get 20 points a week. We're trading his bitch ass away for nothing. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, because I'm going to find you and I'm going to make that trade with you. I'm just saying, like the guys in this crew, we're going to find those people and we're going to trade with those people. We're going to be on the good side of an emotional trade. Emil said, I'm a trade fiend. I mean, we all are, but it's like we got to be disciplined to a certain extent. We have to be, like, no matter what, like discipline is what wins fantasy football championships. And like being disciplined when it comes to trading, that's probably one of the hardest things to do. It really is, because emotion comes into play a lot with trading. That's for sure. And hey, shout out to Toker1J. He made it. He made it over on Rumble. Let's go. Easy to not trade Mr. Pfizer if you don't have him on your team. I mean, hey, you don't have him on your team, bro. That means you don't have one of the best positional advantage players in the league on your team. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have to get shots for him to play on my team. He probably isn't even getting the shots. Crispy said, single QB guy just explained why he thought my trade for Dak was a bad move. Give me a little bit of context. Richardson's rated higher than Dak. I mean, he is. He is rated higher than Dak. All right. We filled up the Battle of the Brands League. Woo! And people are hitting me up about these leagues right now, so I'm answering a few messages while we're coming in here. Mondo, what up, bro? Let's toke it up. Smoking, choking, rolling blood. Will say I'll take McBride, Laporta Potty, even George Kittle any day. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, it's personal preference. Laporta's already hurt, going higher than Kelce. McBride, everybody was hurt. That's why he got a crazy amount of volume for certain weeks last year. And Kittle's good. Kittle's good, but he's still never going to be a volume monster. I seen Lance throw an INT to a third string DB to lose the game. Yeah, that's how he rolls, man. Ortiz family, should I trade Rice for Evans? What Rice? Rashee Rice? Yeah, why not? Redraft, right? All right, let's see. Yeah, if it's a redraft league, fuck yeah, man. Trade Rashee Rice for Mike Evans. Hell yeah. Rashee Rice probably isn't going to get suspended, but I would still rather have Mike Evans. I mean, who's one of like the biggest red zone threats like in the league for the last 10 years. So yeah, I'm with it. You can do that. Do it. Do it. All right. Smoke another bowl. Let's see. All right. Let me see. Someone just said, what do you have open, bro? Let me throw it in there. There's only like 2 spots left in the best ball draft today. Just giving you guys a heads up right now. Don't slack. Don't slack. You want to get in. I mean, there's only a handful of best ball drafts left, but every single day, all the way until Thursday afternoon, we are going to be drafting. So let's get those filled up. And I'm going to throw the link in the chat right now. It is the Moneyball division. Only 2 spots left. Better join up now, guys. Get the payment in soon. Noble's got he's got what's it called? He's got football practice today, so I got to get everything going a little earlier than normal. Hey, shout out to Munchies fan. What up? It's almost time to smoke.
You got perfect time. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
Let's go. And Toker One said Kelsey Eckler. What's going on over there? And Johnny said, I love seeing the subscriber number go up every day. Hell yeah, man. We're on our quest to 10,000. We are on our quest to 10,000 now. It took almost 5 years to get to 5,000 people. And then after we hit that 5,000, it was like, man, shit, just to the moon, baby, to the moon. I think people just must take fantasy football, must take channels just way more serious if you have over 5,000. Because like once we hit 5,000, it was just like every day, more and more and more and more people joining. And it's the football season, so a lot more people getting interested back in fantasy football. Emil said, I think you'll reach 10K by the end of the season. Let's go, man. That'd be huge. Magic Man said, what position you want Noble to play? So it's flag football, and I'm not really sure how the positions are going to work, but I really feel like Noble would probably be like on offense. He'd be a good running back. I don't know about wide receiver. He'd probably be a good running back. And for defense, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I don't know if he'd be able to be a cornerback or a safety, but that's kind of what I feel. I don't know if he might have the instincts to be like a linebacker, like maybe. Like I'm curious. We're gonna see today, right? We're gonna see today because in the flag football, I mean, there's only 5 starters, and so that they, I mean, everyone's pretty much playing offense and defense. So I think they said there's only how many kids are on the team? It's like 8, 9, or 10, like something like that. 8, 9, or 10. Russell, what up, bro? He said, with the 10th pick, 10-man league, who you taking with your first QB? Oh, yeah, I said this the other day. I might even wait until the 9-10 turn, bro. It's a 10-teamer. 10-teamer. There's going to be guys there. So I feel like the league will take QBs in round 4. Is it a single QB league or a super flex league? If it's a single QB league, yeah, there'll be a couple people taking them in round 4, but nah, man. Taking a quarterback early isn't a winning strategy in a single QB league. Not saying you can't win, but it's not a winning strategy. Yeah, single QB, bro. Wait until the 9-10 turn. Bet you could get a solid QB there. And that's just me talking ahead of time. But like I've seen 12-team leagues, you could wait until 9-10. I mean, I was helping a dude in a draft the other day, $500 buy-in. He got Aaron Rodgers in like the 9th round. So like, yeah, if I can get a guy like Rodgers, Tua, Kirk Cousins, Stafford. I mean, if I can get one of those guys like hella late 9th, 10th round, I'm doing it, man. Because you're gonna have such an advantage at like with your skill positions. Bondo said, first year of flag football, they lined me up, and whoever threw the ball the farthest was the QB. I was in 4th grade. Nice. Yeah, no, I doubt there's gonna be much throwing. Like in this league, like they're all 7 and 8 year olds. Like the throwing should be like the little, you know, the little forward jet sweep passes. Like, man, see, like those are the things I'm gonna make sure tell these coaches and shit to get integrated. Yeah, we gotta be doing shit like that, you know, because just regular running plays for the birds. I mean, we're gonna have regular running plays for sure, but we gotta be throwing these people off guard, you know, with the plays going side to side as well. That's how you open up the middle. One said 14-man single QB chicken all the way. Maybe not all the way. Once I see people start doubling up on QB, my spidey senses will start tingling. So that's really what you want to look for if you're playing QB chicken. You play QB chicken until you see someone double up on a QB, and then it's probably time to get going soon because you need to get a top 20 QB. You need to get a top 20 QB. So yeah, I wouldn't go all the way, but you know, once 8-10 QBs get drafted, I'm going to be starting to get ready and planning my move. Uh-oh. Derek said Jelani Woods out for the season again. Damn. Appreciate you coming in with the alert, bro. Russell said I'm huge on stacks. I always end up stacking my QB with the top wide receiver. I mean, it's fun to do that, but that's not necessarily gonna, like, you know, that's not, you don't have to force it. You don't have to force it. How about that? And Wandoku on Rumble, what up, bro? He said, what's your thoughts on McConkey? I think he'll break out as Herbert's favorite wide receiver. I don't think that he'll break out at Herbert's favorite wide receiver. I think that's going to be Josh Palmer. I mean, they have years and years of rapport already. But I bet Ladd is like the number 2 in targets on the team because Quentin Johnston sucks. Like he's a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Yeah. So I think McConkey will be the number 2, but I really think that it's going to be Palmer. That's going to be the number 1. I really think so. And sound good. Play the field. How come then? Gotcha. Yep. Johnny said those ultra 6'7" pass catchers always get hurt. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. I feel like the ideal size 6'4", 6'5" for like a tight end, but yeah, I mean, what tight ends have we seen like that? These 6'6", these 6'7", 6'8", you know, guys. Like, who have we seen who's like been any kind of like long-termish threat, you know, at tight end? Like, it's just, it never happens that way. Songs on the Palmer side too. Will said Woods had surgery a few days ago, out 4 months. Yeah, we ain't messing with them. We probably weren't before this news happened, and we definitely aren't now that this news happened. That's for sure. And the Rolls had just picked up Deontay Banks and Emmanuel Forbes in that one league. Okay. I mean, if you end up playing Deontay Banks or Emmanuel Forbes in that league, like, that means your team is not too good. We got to get your IDP beefed up, bro. We really do. We really do. We got to get your IDP beefed up, because like those are 2 guys Like, I would just never roster like on my team. Like, it doesn't matter how deep it is. I would just never roster guys like that. I mean, unless those are like the guys who are like, you're picking them up because there's like literally nobody else to pick up. And then when someone else comes in, those guys are like the first, like off your bench, you know, to go pick up a waiver wire guy. Because even in Dynasty, like, man, I mean, how deep do your teams have to be to get guys like that? David said Packers cut Anders Carlson after one season with the Packers. Yeah. And he said it's 46 rounds in a startup. There's literally no one. Well, see, that's what's crazy. Like in our startups, we have 50 something picks. And I still wouldn't pick guys like that. That's what I'm saying. I know there's literally nobody. I know that that's how it works, but I bet you there was somebody better than those guys. That's all I'm going to say. I bet you there was somebody. You might have to dig through all the trash at the bottom of the trash can, but I bet you there was somebody better than those guys there. I can almost guarantee it. Because I do drafts like that too. And second RB is trash. Should I go Khalil Herbert, Foreman, Madison, dart throw with Irving or Wright? Kind of gross, I know. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, if I'm going to go one, I'll take the dart throw on Bucky Irving. Yeah, I mean, all these guys, they are, I mean, they're all kind of trash. They're all kind of trash right now. And Jay, I wonder what's going on. Jay, you should turn your phone on and off, because I did see everything that you were doing, and I mean, I kind of read it out, but yeah, it's super jumbled, and it looks like Sanskrit or something. But maybe turn your phone off and on. I know when I worked at Verizon, people thought I was a superstar, because 9 times out of 10, whatever the person's issue was, I turned the phone off, and then I turned the phone on, and it works. And it works again. And we just lost connection to one of the Facebook pages, so hopefully we didn't lose David or Jay over there, but I think we might have, or maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, on Facebook now it seems like the best place. I don't know, Facebook changed a lot of like streaming stuff. All right. What up, Michael? He said Dalvin to the boys. I don't know. I mean, that would suck for Rico if he did go there, but I don't know. I mean, it's crazy because like right now, Cowboys are like that team. Like shit, do they go pick up Leonard Fournette or fucking Kareem Hunt? You know, like they're the only team that seems like they really need to do something like that. And oh man, some news just popped up. The Panthers are releasing Terrace Marshall. Ouch. The other LSU guy who people thought was going to be a thing. Yeah, our man Corey throwing in a $5 super chat over on Rumble. And he said, live from Rumble, best content creator on the internet. And he said, I can see your business going for 20 plus more years. No one doing what you're doing in the industry. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, Corey. And Corey's one of the I mean, there's a lot of day ones on here, but I know Corey's one of the day ones. Like he found me the beginning of September, maybe middle of September in 2020, kind of like maybe 2 or 3 weeks into when I like really started going hard with the YouTube and podcasting and all that. And I put money into services that I really didn't have, charged up credit cards to like get services, you know, that I needed. Charged a $4,000 for a Mac. And because I wanted to get something as top of the line as I could get. $4,000 fucking paid it all off in the 18 months. No interest or nothing on it. I did it the right way. And yeah, it's awesome. We've come a long way. And Corey's been here for damn near 100% of that. So I appreciate you, my brother. I can't pull the Rumble comments up, or I would, but I appreciate you. They're always going to get shouted out. Hey, what up, Mike? M.N. Digger in the house. What up? Stranger said gold nuggets always hide in the deepest places possible. He said, but they are well worth digging up. There we go. There we go. And Mondo said, hell yeah, number one rule in IT support, reboot, restart your device. 1,000,000%. And a lot of people just, I guess they really just don't realize that, you know, because like the computers are the same way. If your computer is fucking up and you've had it on for like 5 months, just restart that shit. Most of the time, clears up all the bullshit. Trust me. But Will said, clear out the corn the corn cache. I'll say corn instead of that. But yeah, that it's so funny, man. Like people would come into Verizon and they'd be like so panicked and so irate. And they're like, and I'm like, so what's going on? And they're like, yeah, like this isn't working and this isn't working. Let me see your phone real quick. And like they give me the phone, act like I'm doing something to it, but I'm really just turning it off, listening to their bullshit, and then turn it back on, and then comes on with the passcode or whatever. And so I'm like, here, put in your passcode. Let's open it up. Now go to whatever is messing up right now, and then tell me if that happens again. And most of the time they're like, whoa, the issue was fixed. What'd you do? I was like, I just turned it on and off. But I was like, this phone is old. We can get you another one. This shit's going to keep happening with this old ass phone. Once you go past 2 years, most people don't know how to maintain their phone and it ends up sucking. And so you got to get a new one. And it's that time. You want to go see if you got an upgrade credit. This is how long it was. Want to see if you have an upgrade credit on your account? Hey, Dirty Weed TV said, what are you smoking on? I'm smoking on some Jasper. That's the brand, Jasper, and it's Dosi Lado, 25% and some change THC. Dosi Lado. So I'm assuming Dosi Dos and gelato, and very tasty, if I must say. Johnny said, I think P. Ryan gets picked up by Dallas after Denver lets him go. I mean, Dallas is like, they're going to get somebody. Like, I feel like they have to. And Dirty Weed said, make sure it's all tested. I mean, I only get stuff at the dispensary now, but yeah, man, trust me. I am not new to weed. I'm more than a 20-year veteran in the 420 space. Not new to this. I'm true to this, baby. Let's go. And the roll said, was Khalija Cansey or Zach Allen better picks? Zach Allen is, I mean, because that's actually someone like viable as a defensive line, like guy who can get some sacks. So yeah, I would say drop either one of those guys and pick up Zach Allen if you can, if the draft already like is gone. But that's where I get a lot of value, like for sure, is like safeties and DLs hella late, because you're able to find these old DLs that are just really awesome, like veterans, you know. And what Dirty Weed TV say, let's have a podcast about Dirty Weed. Hit me up, bro. Shoot me a DM. It's what I do. And P. Ryan back to the Bengals. Book it, killing Chase Brown Moss's value. Bro, don't you fucking say that. We're going to have problems, Will. Don't you say that. And believe it or not, good battery disconnect in the automotive fixes electrical glitches too. What? That's it. And he said the default goes back to the factory settings, just like a phone. Interesting. Dang it. And Toker 1, I don't know what's happening over there, but we're still getting the jumbled transcripts of your messages over there. Sunday Surefire. Let's go, baby. So can't wait for the Battle of the Bands draft. Yes, you guys get ready. This is going to be a league that all of you guys are going to be wanting to follow. We got, how many different podcasts do we got on there? We got, we have 14 brands involved, 14 brands. And some are creators in certain areas, some are creators in other areas. But that's going to be a dope-ass league, 14-teamer. Everyone's putting their brands on the line. And I'm repping the 420 crew and the Fantasy Football Hustler Network for sure. And we got a lot of hitters. In there. This is going to be a good league. And Corey said, I'm not even sure how I found you. You had like 100 subs, barely any videos posted. Not sure why YouTube recommended your videos to me, but things always find a way of working themselves out in life. For sure, bro. For sure. And that was awesome. Yeah, I don't know how people were finding me back then. Because like, yeah, when you found me, I had like maybe like 10 uploaded videos, but I was going live like almost every day. Like that's why YouTube was promoting me back then, because I was going live a lot. And if there was questions to be answered, I was going live until all those questions got answered, because I was really trying to grind. There were days that year when I'd go live for 5 hours, not for the football games, going like live for 5 hours, just answering questions, trying to get every sub that I could. Every sub. No, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. Nobody grinds harder in this fantasy football space than me, answering questions for people. And I know that that's the way to build up the growth that I want, because if I could be doing just uploaded videos and that's it, and I probably would grow faster for sure. But I like interacting with you guys. Like, this is a part of like my outlet, like also like interacting with you guys, smoking, chilling with you guys. And so yeah, that's why the uploaded videos, I mean, they were a little bit of a bigger thing in year one. We're going to be bringing them back now that I'm doing pretty much mostly solo podcasts. It's going to be a lot easier for me to control the time of the shows and things like that. And yeah, it is it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And Stranger said, I found you because you were night the live. Jamar Hamlin died on the field and was resuscitated. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know that there's still a bunch of people who found me specifically for that night. At that time, that was the most people that have ever came to my live stream ever. I mean, at one point there was thousands and thousands, of people like watching. And Stranger was one of them. Stranger is one of the weed heads that came through and found me, because Stranger doesn't even fuck with fantasy football. Like, that's what's dope about Stranger. He's just a football fan, loves the football talk, and loves the weed. Let's go. And yeah, even though we're talking, about fantasy football most of the time, still all football related, still all football related. And we mix in other sports talk for sure. But yeah, I appreciate you, Stranger. I know there's a handful of peeps who found me then, subscribed, and then kept coming back. But you're like nobody has came back as much as you, like, since then. And shit, now, what are we? We're like a year and a half removed from that happening. Yeah, because I was at the end of 2022. And that was that was the craziest thing that any of us had ever saw happen on a football field at that time. And like, for fantasy football goers, that was just like fucking insane. Monday night games on the line, man, millions and millions and millions of fantasy football matchups probably on the line. And yeah, that was crazy, man. It'll go down in infamy. And love community, Bill. Appreciate you, Stranger. You're the man. And I always appreciate the strains that Stranger comes through with, because we know Stranger is one of the real smokers out there. He's always got some dope tree that he's smoking. And I respect that, because there's a lot of people just smoking on bullshit, and I respect the real weed heads, because I want to be respected as a real weed head. And Johnny said, I found the show 2 years ago because I literally Googled stoner fantasy football. No way. And then recognized Derek in the chat from another less good show. Dude, that's fucking awesome. Yes, that's fucking awesome. And it sucks that I had to take like the weed stuff, like, like 420 Fantasy Hustler. Like, that was the 420 Fantasy Hustler Network. That was a thing for a while, and 420 Crew and everything like that. And like, I had to remove all that from like everything. So now you won't see 420 Crew like anywhere. I just put Crew like in there. The real ones, no. But it's like all these little things. I'm realizing that these little things were kind of like the reasons why I probably wasn't remonetized on YouTube. It's not necessarily because it's about the smoking, because we don't really have like any smoking shows like anymore. Like, I'm smoking on a show, but this is all, all fantasy football talk. He said, ha, jelly in my bowl. Ooh, 32.8% THC. I like it. Mondo said that was insane. I just had Jay Burrow, and honestly feel like he was on his way to 5 tutties or something, but I ended up losing, but I got some prize money. Yeah, a lot of people, if you wanted good karma, and like the game was actually on the line, you just split it. Like, I mean, if you wanted good karma and like the game was actually still going, it's different if the game was already won, you know. But like, I remember there was one guy, I was about to win. I had T. Higgins on the team, and I was only down by 2.5 or 3 points to start the game. And we get 2 points per reception in that league. And so literally, like, he got the one catch for like 8 yards or whatever, like just right there. I had already got more than half the points I needed on that one play to like catch up and beat him. And then, you know, but it was on that play that that Damar Hamlin tried to tackle T. Higgins. Then the game ended at that point. And man, that guy, he did not want to split with me. I was pissed. Like, I didn't talk shit because I'm still trying to be professional, you know, with stuff. And if the choice is really up to him, the choice has got to be up to him. Like, that's it. Like, I said my piece and everything when I asked him if he wanted to split or not. And he said, no, I don't want to split. And I bit my tongue. And then you know what I did the next year? I won the fucking championship. That's what I did. Back to back, same people in the championship. And I won this year. Let's go. Well, last year now, 2023. And that's the way that you get them. Because it would have been bad karma for me to talk mad shit. Because at the end of the day, whoever actually won, that's who it was up to. And Brian said, best of luck to Anders. Everybody left the Packers down last year. Yeah. Hermano said, hell yeah, I love to see happy endings. They're the best. Corey said 2020 season will be iconic forever because you calling that Herbert shot against the Saints week 5 was insane. I think I found you like week 3 of the season. Yeah. And that was big, man. That Herbert call, that was the one that put me on the map because every single question that someone asked about a QB, like, who should I start, this guy or this guy? And I was like, you know what? Start this guy. But I was like, you want to be smart? Go pick up Herbert right now and start him over both of those guys. And some people were like, really? Like, yes, do it. Trust me. And so many people trusted me, and Herbert was the number 2 quarterback or number 1 quarterback like on the week, and all those people who listened to me got Herbert the week before he was the most popular free agent ad ever. And that made me feel good, man, because I was right about it. Everything lined up for what I said. I made a lot of bold predictions on that game. I said that Herbert was going to go for over 300 yards. He hit 267, so he was very close. I said that he was going to throw 3 touchdowns. He threw 4 touchdowns. And I said that Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Hunter Henry were going to get a touchdown. They all got him. Oh, hold on. My mom needs some help right now. What the hell? Hello? My mom was at the Verizon store right now. Her phone like completely wouldn't turn on. She's always getting these super old, like shitty ass Androids just because they're like the super cheapest ones. And I told her, like, do not get some shitty low end Android again. I was like, I know those are the ones that are probably free. I was like, they suck. I said, get an iPhone that's maybe like a year, 2 years old, something like that. And that'll last you way longer than any of these shitty free Androids that you're about to get. And I was like, I doubt you want like a high end like Android. And that's funny. Dad, I saw this. Derek, you're a savage. He said Watson loves to see them happy endings too. Phone 14 for free for a change in company. Said they're just giving them away, and they're better than the 15. Yeah, I got the 14 right now. I mean, it's super solid. And like, really, the thing is, I mean, one thing that I've learned from working at Verizon and then just like dealing with phones is that because I always used to love, like, Verizon didn't used to have iPhones like back in the day. So I would always have like the dopest droids or whatever. And then I just realized it's like iPhone built like a brand where they didn't have to like release the newest shit like right away. Like they could release the technology 2 years later and like work on that technology for 2 years and make it better versus, releasing it right away to try to be the first to market and all that. And then it not, not really be that good. What? Psycho Sid died. What? No, I didn't hear that, bro. R.I.P., man. Other guys that are like, what? They were in their 30s, 40s in the in the 90s. Man, that's rough, man. It's tough. Tough getting old because all these old guys, they're dropping. It's tough, man. Damn, he had cancer. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. Like, that has to be just a real shitty way to go out. It really does, man. It really does. And shout out to our man Stu, who he passed away 2 years ago. I mean, just the guy who's up there, you know, playing in fantasy football leagues with Al Davis and shit like that now. And I know he went out due to the cancer and everything. Some bullshit, man. I recently got a couple OnePlus 12 Rs for $600 with the memory upgrade. Always get the extra memory. It's a big difference to available memory. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to me, the people that, I mean, because now you can't even get like expandable memory. Like, that's the thing. Like, way back in the day, I mean, shit, you can get something with nothing on it and go buy a memory card, throw it in there, upgrade it from the 2 gigabytes to fucking 32 gigabytes with just a little SIM card. But yeah, now they don't have that. So it's like, you got to get the higher ones, because that memory runs out really quick. And people don't realize that, like, to get rid of a lot of that space, you got to do the factory resets on to get those things back to normal. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. R.I.P. to Stu. He's the man. Stu was the man. He was the guy in 2020. And Stu was actually like the biggest fan of like Schmitty, like, as well, for like guys like Derek and, you know, other people who I clown on, like, watching Schmitty. Like, Stu, like, he was watching Schmitty before he was watching me. You know, like, Schmitty's been doing this way before me. But yeah, Stu was the man. He was the guy in the chat. If you came into the chat, he was the one who welcomed you in, like, right away. And Stu was the man. He was the man. And he was paralyzed from the chest down. And like, he had like, I mean, he had so many excuses. Like, I mean, like, he didn't have excuses, but I'm saying, like, he could have had so many excuses for like being bitter all the time, being in a fucking bad mood, like, all the time. And like, he was always in a good mood, because like, when he was here, we were talking sports, we were talking fantasy football, we're talking Cowboys, and like, that was his outlet to like, versus everything fucked up that was going on in his life, man. So I miss him. I miss him a lot, and I know a lot of people do. And but shout out, that motherfucker's the man. Stu's the man. And it's crazy because like, his story is like, he literally went to the bathroom one day, sat down on the toilet, and like was paralyzed from the chest down. And I forget what it was. I mean, super crazy, like condition, trying to think of the right word, but how crazy is that? And he was like in his 20s or something when that happened, 20s or 30s, and literally sat down to take a shit, and then like something happened with his body, and like was paralyzed from the chest down. It's fucking insane, man. It's fucking insane. And Johnny said, I think I joined right before he passed away. And the way the community handled it made me really want to be one of y'all. Yeah, man. I mean, it was tough. It was tough for sure. Cause like, even having to deliver news, I was about to go out. Like, I bought a plane ticket, and like, I was going to go see him. And like, when it got really bad, like, it got really bad. And then he called me on like a Saturday night or something. And like, man, he sounded so bad. And I knew he wasn't going to make it those 4 days, man. It fucking sucked. But I was connecting him to all the, connecting him via cell phone, you know, to like all the 420 crew members that he wanted to talk to on his way out. And man, still can't imagine, dude. Can't imagine that, knowing that your time's coming, and like making calls, letting people know that time's coming. It's rough, man. Josh said, RIP Stu, distraction is the best outlet from all the BS. Oh, dude, he was the man. He was the man. And fantasy football is funny because he's a Cowboys fan, and he would be like, don't draft all the like, he would be giving advice to like Cowboys fans, and he would be like, all right, guys, like I know you love the Cowboys because I love them too, but you can't draft all Cowboys on your team. Like, maybe a couple, but you can't draft all Cowboys. And then I realized he was saying that so he could draft all the Cowboys. That was the funniest thing, man. CeeDee Lamb, he was all over CeeDee Lamb's nuts, and Jerry Jeudy. Those were the guys. Those were his two guys. He had those on like every team. And Jerry Jeudy, Stu, Jerry Judy's a bust, man. Sorry to say, bro. Sorry to say. But man, that shit was funny. Like, I always used to make fun of him for that because he fucking always said that when he's like trying to give good advice to what's the dude's name? I can't think of his Mark Holmes, I think, right? His the Cowboy Channel. It's a Sports Illustrated magazine that's signed by Michael Irving with a certificate of authenticity and everything. I've been slacking. It needs to go. Like, it's gonna go right here on my wall, like on the right side where I'm pointing. But I already cleared the space. The space is there, but I haven't put it up yet. It's I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like when I put it up, it's like he's officially gone or something. Like, I don't know. So maybe that's why I'm like waiting to like put it up. But yeah, I know. Yeah, they sent it to me sometime last year. I can't remember. Sometime last year. And so, yeah, we got a piece. We got a piece of Stu's memorabilia in the house to always remember it by. Theo, what up, bro? And Mondo said, he said, my first year of fantasy football, drafting 3 Cowboys and the defense. Hey, man, see, that's how it goes, bro. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Yeah, Stu, he had a shitload of memorabilia. I know our dude Antonio, who rocked with the show for the longest time, he bought him. I'm pretty sure it was when Micah Parsons was a rookie. He bought a Micah Parsons like mini helmet. And he was fucking stoked, man. He was fucking stoked. And he said I was able to get 2 of my jerseys signed by Troy Aikman when he came down promoting his beers. That's sick. That's sick. I always talk shit about the Cowboys because, like, for whatever reason, I've always been surrounded by a bunch of Cowboy fans. For the longest time, I was a Charger fan. Once I left to LA, I'm no longer a Chargers fan. But it never fails, though. My entire life, I've been surrounded by Cowboys fans, and here yet I am again, surrounded by Cowboys fans, and it's all in good fun. And I hope you guys love it when I take those little jabs at the Cowboys. And I got CeeDee Lamb on a bunch of teams. I won't be taking any jabs at CeeDee Lamb. I'll tell you that much. Got a lot of Dak on my teams. I won't be taking any shots at Dak. And man, fucking Stu. I remember one of the last trades that we made with Stu. He was it's a $30 league, like the first one that I ever created, and an orphan team came up. And of course, man, like I talk about orphan teams, Stu's like, give me it. And he had Kyler Murray on his squad, and I had Dak. And he was one of those guys who liked making like the crackhead trades, the fucking 10 for 10 like trades. It was funny. Stu like never made trades in leagues that he was in. He's like, no one will fucking trade with me, man. And then he gets into one of the dynasty leagues that I created, and dude, completely turned out. The crackhead trades, man, where like 5 for 5, 6 for 6, 10 for 10, like draft picks, mixing in 30 and 40 round picks and like shit like that. And like, bro, the only way we're going to make this trade, I was like, let's do this. You want to make this easy on both of us? I was like, I'll trade you Dak. You trade me Kyler. This is like in 2021. This is before Kyler started getting hurt. This is like in 2021. I just traded Dak for Kyler straight up. And boy, did that not work out for me for those 2 years. And I got so close. And like with Dak, I mean, one of those years Dak got hurt, so like that hurt him. But I haven't been able to win since like I haven't been able to win that league ever. Haven't won that league ever. It started in 2020. Fucking Crispy. Yeah, he did a little partying with Irvin in the 90s. Hell yeah, that's a good story. That's a good story. I love saying that. See, we got all types we're 6 degrees of separation away from so many dope players. And Mondo said, yeah, it's all good. I'm used to it. We do it to ourselves sometimes as the fans, I tell you. Yeah, because it's our year, baby. We're going all the way. So it's funny. It's always your year. Next year is always your year. And damn it, Toker One, what the hell is going on over there? He's just trying to put in messages. And now he said, now when he says that I'm gone for now it worked perfect. Now it worked perfect. How come it's when you're going to leave? That's when Rumble starts fixing it. Rumble knew with that comment that you were going to leave. They're like, all right, we can't, there's no more fucking around. We messed with them enough. Throw in another comment, Toker. Let's see if it comes through regular now. It was in a bar right outside Texas Stadium after a Bears game. Nice. What year was it, Crispy? You remember what year? Was it during like one of the what's it called? Was it during one of the Super Bowl years? That'd be even better. That'd be even better. All right. Give me 1 sec. I got to check messages over here. I know we got a lot of people who are messaging. Ooh, we got someone else messaging about the wafers. I like it. Let me see. Yeah, we need people to join some of the wafers. All right. Yeah, we need people for the Saturday drafts and people for the Sunday drafts, 420 crew members. Just make sure you're paying attention to Patreon because the league may come through that needs an opening. I feel like as a dedicated fan, that's how you got to think. But in reality, even though it's a long shot, probably not going to happen. I mean, see, I guess it's a difference in living in reality and living in, the fantasy world.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
So Smitty's going to have Scott Hansen live right away. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like he's going to have him on his show? I mean, Smitty's been doing this forever. Cool. That's cool. One day, Will, whenever you guys are there with Schmitty, just say you got to reconnect with the Fantasy Football Hustler. Remember, he has that Facebook group with 100,000 members in it. He'll reach back out to me because he wanted to start doing a show where we streamed in there, and this was only back when I had 20,000 people in there. And so yeah, he'd go crazy. You want to see me and Smitty get a show together? Just keep messaging in there, reminding him to hit me up. And because I think it's his Instagram or something like got shut down. Because Instagram was the way that we connected before. And but yeah, keep throwing me out there and keep reminding him that I'm in that I admin the group that has 100,000 fantasy football members. I bet I'll reach out. Why do people message me and say what's the roster cut down mean? What do you think it means? All right. Thanks, Crispy. Got the trade. Got the trade through for you guys. Uh-oh, Noble's in the house. Time for everyone to cut that Watson RB from Denver. He said that that's what it means. Yeah, whoever whatever scrubs you thought were gonna make it, it's time to, like, right now's the time. Shit or get off the pot. Throw them in that taxi squad. Your last chances before the season starts. Throw people in your taxi squad. Move the people like in and out of the taxi squad. Because anyone who's in my dynasties, once the season starts, once that first game officially starts, that's the start of the season. Taxis are locked. You take the guy out of the taxi squad, you cannot put him back. You cannot put him back. Yeah, we're gonna see what Noble does at practice today. I'm excited to see what kind of drills and stuff that they got worked out. And the team that he's on, they want to take it seriously. He's got 3 practices a week. 3 practices a week, at least until the season starts, and then maybe it'll just be 2 practices per week. But yeah, his games don't start for like a month. At the end of September is when they start. So we got some time. But he's never he's played he's played football. I mean, he's played baseball, he's played soccer, but this is going to be it. There we go. Noble's in the house. All right. 5 drops.
Get in the zone.
That's 1.
2.
My little homie Kenny died.
She's a killer queen.
3.
Another one bites the dust.
If it doesn't play all the way, that's not a drop.
No, that counts. That's we'll say that's 3. He's got 2 more drops. Let's see it. Last one. Oh, he knows I'll never say no to 2. But this is a real. This is like there's 16 teams per conference and 7 teams make it. So like that's the thing is like. It depends on how many you have. Because see, just look at that. I mean, 7 out of 16 is 43%. 43%. I mean, if you only have a 12-teamer and you're starting 7 and you send 7 to the playoffs, I mean, that's 58%. I have it right in the middle with 6 teams. I mean, shit, our 32-man league, you're in it. We only have 8 playoff teams because that's all Sleeper allows. Like that's the craziness about it. Like we only have 8 playoff teams in our 32-team league. So no, it's 6 spots for me. Anywhere up to 14 teams, I feel like it should be 6 spots. Let me go see how I set up the Battle of the Brands. How many teams make the playoffs? Yeah, see, I only have it 6 teams making the playoffs over there. And let's see what 6 out of 14 is. 43%, just like the NFL. So seeing the 12 teamers, I mean, 50% of the teams make it. I mean, shit, even in the best ball, you got 25% are making it to the playoffs. So I think that's what it comes down to. Like playing it smart percentage wise, because I don't think 60 or 75% of teams should make the playoffs. I mean, there should be a little bit more, I'm trying to think of the right word, but there should be a little bit more stakes on the regular season than like having pretty much everybody make it. What up, James? Who do you think will lead the Chargers backfield? Initially, it's probably, I mean, it's going to be a big split between Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. And I've heard the rumors that like J.K. seems more often than not should not make the playoffs. You know, I mean, if you're 8 and 9 team and you squeak in, you know, because you have more points than another 8, or well, I guess it wouldn't be 8, 9. It would be 7 and 7, right? Because 14 teams. I mean, if you're at 6 and 8 versus 7 and 7. Like, wouldn't you be mad if a team like that, like, made it in? It is whack NBA shit, bro. Like, you feel good when you see an Eastern Conference team with a fucking sub 500 record get a shot to actually make it? Like, that ain't cool. That's not cool. Once they change it around and make it like the top 14 teams or whatever for the NBA or whatever it is. I don't know how many. It is 14 teams, right? Or no, it's 8 and 8, 16 teams make it from the NBA. When they make it the top 16, regardless of conference, that's going to fix a lot of problems. But like, that's the reason why LeBron was able to thrive in the East when they were straight garbage. Like over there, half the teams that made it were just straight trash. Magic Man Ricky said the Giants and the Packers got rings as wild cards. Steelers too. That's back when they only had 6 teams per conference as well. There ain't gonna be no 7 team like winning a championship anytime soon. But yeah, you're right. But that was when it was 6, not 7. That was when it was harder to get in. And yeah. Ever since they expanded it, you haven't seen a team that low like go. Ever since they expanded it, I don't think we've seen. Actually, I guess the Bucks were like a wild. I guess the Bucks were a wild card, right? When they made it, when they won. Weren't they a wild card? I can't remember. But they were like a high-end wild card. But see, the thing is like those teams didn't have sub 500 records either. That's what I'm saying. There's only 6 teams per conference then. 6 out of 16 made it back then. And I do like the 2 buys. I like the 2 buys. I really do, because like I feel like if you've dominated a league for that long, you deserve a bye week. You deserve a bye week. But yeah, see, I think maybe it would incentivize teams. I mean, I don't know. I might change it in the. I might change it. What up, Toker? What up, Toker 1 on Rumble? I think I might change the battle of the brands. I mean, you've kind of talked me into at least making it for that because that's still 500. I'm actually gonna go make that right now. I don't think anybody would be disappointed with that. So we're changing it. 7 teams, baby. 7 teams. And the number 1 seed will be the only team with a round 1 bye. Well, there we go. All right, but see, Magic Man, you helped me make a change right now on the spot. They got to be very decisive with these kind of things. And 50% getting in, that's still good. That's still good. I don't like the more than 50%. That's really what it is. I think 50% should be the max. Now, in our 32 team league, if I could make it like that, like a 7 and 7, you know, like playoff and 2 divisions and all that, I would love to do that. But we can't. We can't. It's not available to do that on Sleeper yet. Max we could do is 8 playoff teams. 8 playoff teams. Kind of sucks. And Magic Man, how do you feel about the bye weeks during the season? I have a league. What? Oh, like the fantasy team having a bye week? I don't fucking like that. Like, why? Only if you have an odd number of players would be the only reason that you should have to do that. I would hate that. Because what if you have a bye week when like your full team is there, and then like your bye week is when like everybody's on bye, or I mean you're then you got to play when everybody's on bye on your team. I don't think that would. I don't know. That seems really weird to me. It really does. Shouldn't have bye weeks. All right. Someone asking me about paying for a league. That's the reason why, because it's an odd number. Okay. He said, but yeah, that's the problem. My team gets off when everyone is on bye. Okay, well, I mean, if it kind of works out that way, but get an extra person. Like that's when it comes, get the extra person. If it's a fucking 11-man league, get another person. Like that, it has to be even numbers, or it sucks. Because like, I mean, because that means every week that someone's on bye. So that means that, like, I don't know. I'm even trying to, like, think of the math. Like, how many number of teams would it be for everybody to have an equal number of buys? It almost doesn't make sense. It almost doesn't make yeah. All right. Where my hustlers at? Let's get a hustler anthem. Get what's coming to me. Giant said, I got one team week at RB. Where would I make a deal to get an extra body? I think it's the 22. I drafted Miles Sanders in the start of man, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Well, like right now is probably like the absolute worst time to like make trades, because like unless people are desperate to fill a void somewhere, you're not getting any kind of like fairish, deal, So what I would be looking for is, well, first off, you need to look at what you have on your team that's expendable that people would actually want. Is it wide receivers? And I'd be trying to throw in, like a defensive player as well somehow. So you got to look like, where do you got your depth? If you need RBs, I mean, you got a bunch of depth at wide receiver, you got a bunch of depth at safety or LB. And then you got to find the team that needs that. You got to go find the team that has a few RBs. That may have a veteran RB, because you ain't trading. No one's giving up a cheap young running back like right now. Not right now. That's a crazy ass price. So you need to be looking for some kind of veteran running back, a James Conner, a Najee, someone like that who like people might not like that much. Chris Rodriguez just got released. Yeah, I dropped him in a bunch of places, and felt like it was warranted. Yeah, I mean, he looked okay, but they got B-Rob the Mob, baby.
He caught a bullet in his rubber goose. He caught a bullet in his rubber goose. You can be at a party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
A new regime, right? Since they got him. And I mean, they go out and they pay Austin Eckler. I mean, they didn't pay him a crazy amount of money, but still, like, Chris Rodriguez is like depth. Like, and he was like fourth string, like depth for them at this point. 3 more for tonight's best ball. Come on, let's fill it, baby. Let's fill it. Only $11 buy-in. We got drafts that are happening today and every day through Thursday. Next Thursday, we're going to be drafting, literally going up to the start of the season. $6 p.m. West Coast start time. Let's go. It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me. Let's go. I wonder what the fuck was going on here. But this is fucking bullshit. My live stream got removed from fucking Facebook. And I said it's because I was spamming. I shared it to like 3 groups and like one person shared it to theirs. Oh no, that shit pissed me off. What the fuck is going on? All right, someone said send info for the $11 league. Let's see. Oh man, fucking Facebook. All right, let's smoke more. We're gonna show you Facebook. Said I've been on Facebook. I've been off Facebook for 2 years. Those jerks are jerks. Yeah, a lot of my business, involves social media. So Facebook's one of those places. Like, especially that group that I have, 100,000 members. Like, man, that's like, it serves a lot of purposes for me at this point. Like in the beginning, I would be like, it was my outlet for like answering fantasy football questions and like staying sharp. Felt like it was good karma for me answering questions. I would answer hundreds of questions a week. Just I would create a post like start sit thread week 3, whatever. I would just answer hundreds and hundreds of questions and shit. And that would be it. And then 2020, I started doing live streams and like having my live stream in the Facebook group. That's where most people were finding me. Like initially I was getting people watching me there, and then I'd be like, hey, come over to YouTube, come subscribe, come over to YouTube, come over to YouTube, come over to YouTube. Literally everybody who is on Facebook, I just keep putting my link in there. Come over to YouTube, come over to YouTube. And yeah, now YouTube, we have way more people. Even though we have a way huger following on Facebook, 100,000 people like in that group. And Doker once said, man, I'm not sharing it in my group no more. I don't want to fuck you up, man. I don't know what happened. That was really weird. I mean, I only shared it to 2 or 3 places. You shared it to 1. Like, how could that be spam? How could that be spam? And we're real people doing it. We're not like a bot fucking doing it like 100 times. Like, I don't get it, man. Yeah, that's one of the things that sucks too, is like I have to tag everyone now, or that's like the only way that people will see me. And it's like sometimes, and it pisses a lot of people off. It pisses a lot of people off, but it's also because Facebook, like, fuck, I feel like I'm shadow banned in Facebook. Oh, Toker One said they shut it down in his group. What? I wonder why. What the fuck? Because I see it. It's still going on my. It's still going on my personal page. It hasn't stopped. I refreshed and everything. It's still going. So, it was because you put it in your group. That's interesting. Said Chiefs also cutting Justin Ross. Yeah, dropping like flies, but they just signed Judy. Yeah.
Man, fuck Tony.
Yeah, I mean, it's roster cut down day in the NFL. Like that's, I mean, cut down days. It's going to be happening over the next like 2-3 days. I think over the next 2-3 days, maybe today is like the official cut down day. Like, I'm not sure, but I don't know how, like, what do you guys feel like about this? Cause now it went from like in the past, every single week they had to hit certain like roster numbers and cut downs and shit like that. But now they don't have to do cuts until massive cuts at the end of the preseason. Which way would you guys rather have it? Where it's like a massive cut, like right now, where every team is cutting a shitload of players. You know, we're not going to hear about them because we're only hearing about the notable guys like getting cut, like the players that we actually know their names. There's so many guys. I mean, there's like, I think 30 guys like each team is getting cut, give or take, something like that. Like, yeah, there's a shitload. Would you guys rather see it where it's cuts per week that are happening, or where it is like it is now, where everybody keeps playing, but it's like a massive cut down, like a week and a half before the season starts? Fuck fake book. I wonder if Remigio made it. Who's Remigio? Says because you only shared it with a small group or someone deleted it. Oh. Huh. I wonder what. But good to know. So, but no, nothing. They removed it from your group, maybe because someone I don't know. No idea why. But I know in my group, if you don't put any kind of description, it would delete it automatically as well. So I always put like, come hang out with us for the sports talk and Q&A session, or like something like that. What the hell was I doing? I was going to look at the Commanders depth chart. Is he on the Commanders? Remigio? Yeah, see, Jeremy McNichols is their third fiddle over there. I like the massive cuts. Gives the fringe young guys every snap possible. Yeah, me too. Nico on the Chiefs. Okay, the Chiefs. Let's go see. I mean, I know these depth charts aren't official, but they have him as the starting kick returner on special teams. That's on ESPN, though. So, I mean, who the hell knows? Said true, probably the massive cut's best way to go. It does let the guys who are, the real fringe guys who you're number 90. It lets them potentially get snaps in 3 games instead of just 1 or 2. So, yeah, I'm with that also. It's also why we don't get a lot of starters. Like, see, that's another thing, too. It goes hand in hand. You already know the starters are going to make it. That's why some teams, like, they don't even play starters at all. Some teams, maybe they're playing starters 1 or 2 series, for each game. Sometimes only 2 out of the 3 games or 1 out of the 3 games. So that kind of goes hand in hand with that. Do people want to see the starters like play more? Because when you had those massive cut downs, for sure, when you had those massive cut downs, like back in the day, it was like, it wasn't massive. It was probably like 10 guys a week that would get cut or something like that. Then the starters would play more though. It was like first game they'd play like a series or 2, and then like the second game they'd play like a quarter, and then like the third game they'd play like a half of the preseason, and then like the fourth game they just wouldn't play. That's how it used to be. They said, hey, Tyreek started as a kick returner for sure. I'm just saying, like, they had him on there, so I don't know if he made it through all the cuts or whatever, but I'm just saying his name was there. So let's everyone play it out till the end. Yeah, definitely. Yep, it does. And it's all those guys who are like, man, you might be number 53. Who makes it 52 on that 53-man, roster? Like, it's really trying to find those last guys. Because I'm sure all the starters and everything, like, there's probably like right off the bat. I mean, because you think about offensive starters and defensive starters, that's 22 people. Like, just right off the bat. And then you already know there's backups at certain positions. They're already making it, So just that. I mean, there's probably 30 people, 30 to 35 people going into camp where we were like, we're already keeping these people. There's only 20 more spots, available out of, what would that be? Let's say they were keeping 35 people. There's like 93, I think. So like, yeah, out of 60 people, 20 are making that cut or something like that. Mondo said Sky Moore as the returner, but who knows? I mean, he better do something, man. He better do something. Right? Toyota wants it. I'll take the 53 spot, coach, for sure. For sure. Whoever's like number 53, like you're one of the last guys to like make it. Like you feel good. You're on the starting week one. What's it called? On the starting week one roster. That means a lot. That means a lot. Now, if you can make it to the end of the season, that's a totally different story. But yeah. Either way, gotta feel good for those guys. Because it was like it was them or 59 other people, out of those 60. It was like that many. Or man, out of the 40 something, is 40 something wouldn't make it. Whatever the math is, I'm high. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what other guys get cut. I'm pull up one of my sources for getting all the news. It's been dropping news like crazy the last hour, but all these guys who are cutting, I mean, we may go cut them on our team. Oh, no way, man. The Chiefs, they released the rugby guy. Luis Reese Zemet. And that's why I don't do the roster cuts until Thursday, the roster cut downs, because like guys like that, I mean, those are the guys who are going to cut, right? Quez Watkins from the Steelers, he got cut. Justin Ross, we already said that. He got released. Chris Rodriguez, we got released. James said Carson Steele season. Man, I hope that he can I hope that he could jump CEH. That'd be fun. Because I have so much Steele on my team. Because I got him after that very first game. I think a lot of people weren't paying attention to him or whatever. Yeah, just says it right here. 18 minutes ago, Carson Steele has made the 53-man roster officially. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That was someone I was telling you guys about weeks ago. I picked him up in I swear I'm in 25 420 crew leagues, dynasties, and then a couple other dynasties outside of that. I swear I got him in 22 or 23 of those dynasties. He's just chilling. He's just chilling now. Chiefs released Irv Smith. The Bills waived KJ Hamler. Packers waived Michael Pratt, one of the backup QBs, after what's his name? Malik Willis. Malik Willis is going over there, yeah. Panthers released Jordan Matthews. Ooh, Saints and Kendre Miller with his hamstring injury is expected to start the season on the IR. Okay. So what's that? 4 games, I think, if you're on the IR to start. Ooh, Isaiah Spiller. Man, he is highly touted coming out of college until the combine, and then completely fell off and turned into a 4th or 5th round pick for the Chargers 2 years ago. And he has since been released. Oh, shit. CJ Beathard for the Jags is getting released. Interesting. But it's because they got Mac Jones over there. Who? Mac Jones. Bro, I've been telling people that Desmond Ridder is trash for 2 years. 2 years. And the Cardinals, they released his ass. Let's see if anybody else picks him up at all. Chargers released, waived an O-lineman. Terrace Marshall got released. Titans released Caleb Farley. Tucker wants to put me on a practice squad. I'll be screaming. I'll be screaming to take your job. It took your jobs. Man, I need to get that. Ah, man, the Commandos. They're releasing Martavius Bryant. He got the touchdown, and he'll be back to the UFL. He'll be back to the UFL. He was getting touchdowns over there. Texans releasing Noah Brown. Titans released Nate Sudfield. Okay, so Hendon Hooker officially won the backup job over there for the Lions. So that's some news. That's some news right there for you people who have Hendon Hooker, you know, still on your taxi squads or whatever. I think I have him in 1 or 2 taxi squads. And Toyota One said Warren set to play week 1. Oh, they said he's supposed to miss like multiple weeks. They say he's supposed to miss multiple weeks. Is it Matthias? Which one? Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. No way. Nick said plate 10 in the books. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. He's not messing around. We had to get to plate 10. Let's go. Got to get our money's worth. And Superflex League. I like it. I like it. Got offered CMC and Jaden Daniels and Njoku for Hurts, Kincaid, and Raheem Mostert. Man, I guess it just depends on how much you believe in Jaden Daniels, because I mean that's a huge downgrade from Hurts to Jaden Daniels in my eyes. But oh boy, for CMC, like man, I mean that's a huge jump, man. That is a huge fucking jump. And I actually like Njoku more than Kincaid. But give me some insight. Who's your other QB or who's your other QBs that you got? And give me your other running backs that you got. Put it in a little more context. 10-man, 12-man league. And he said, just did smaller ones, but I'm done. There we go. Time to smoke. Johnny said it feels like Martavius Bryant's older than 32. I mean, he's been through so much drama. It seems like he's been around forever, right? Let's see. Oh shit. Rams are leaving Tyler Higbee on the pup. So he's going to be out 4 games. Patriots waiving Kevin Harris. Whew, Ramondre, baby. It's going to be the Ramondre and the Gibbs show over there. I'm liking Gibbs a little bit more. I really am. I think he's going to play a big part in this offense. It's still Ramondre's show, but you got 2 pass catching running backs now. Gibbs played wide receiver pretty much in college, you know? So I think they're going to get very, very creative the way they use those guys because they don't have a lot of wide receiver weaponry out there. Mark my words. Gibson's going to be a late steal. And as long as their offense isn't complete dog shit, I bet he's a viable piece that could be in your flex in a week or 2. Let's see. Eagles release John Ross. Oh, the Patriots waived Bailey Zappi. It's because the fucking Tennessee kid, bro. Man, he is good. He's good. What's his name? Milton? He's good. Like, I know he didn't do that much running in college. He's athletic enough to when that pocket breaks down, he was out of there. James said, you think Drake May's starting? I actually think it's going to be Jacoby Brissett. For the very, very beginning. I think it's going to be Brissett. Thank you. Yeah, I really do. And I'm excited about it. And yeah, Joe Milton, man, he's their number 3. And now, when did they make that rule to where you have like you can suit up a number 3 quarterback and they don't take away from the 53 men on the roster already. So that is that's Joe Milton for them now. Let's see. Anybody else? Allen Robinson got released. The Texans released C.J. Henderson. Saleh said that Mike Williams will begin taking team reps today. Cowboys released Peyton Hendershot. Anybody else worth mentioning? Oh shit. See, look at this. Even more. I like my Gibson take even more. Now, Kendrick Bourne, he's starting on the pup. He's starting on the pup for them. So 4 games he's going to be out. The Bills released Kareem Jackson, safety. TJ Hawkinson, he's officially starting on the pup. Yeah, we mentioned this. We'll mention this for a 5th time. Kadarius Toney waived by the Chiefs.
Man, fuck Tony.
Browns looking to trade Winston. I bet, man. Yeah, I mean, Winston deserves a shot to start somewhere. Like, they should trade him to the Giants. They should trade him to the Giants. And then fucking Malik Neighbors, 1,300. I'm with it, Derek. Best home for Winston, the Giants. That'd be fucking sick. That'd be sick. I mean, it's trash over there right now besides Neighbors, but for like just neighbor purposes, that'd be sick. Oh, man, Derek. I mean, I don't know. How can you be mad at that? He wasn't expected to really be anything. Damn, look at this. Jonathan Brooks starting the season on the pup. Told you guys, for redraft especially, told you guys, don't draft him. Don't draft him. He looked good in the preseason. I mean, if you don't look good playing against like the 3rd and 4th string, you know, like guys like probably shouldn't be playing football in general. There are a lot of guys out there. Uh-oh. So this was from last night that they said that Dalvin Cook went out to Dallas, huh? That's everything from Tim Patrick, he got waived yesterday. Zonovan Bam Knight. Samaje Perine got released. Donovan Peoples-Jones got released. Russell Gage got released. Philip Dorsett got released. Nwosu. He's gonna begin camp on the pup. He's gonna begin camp on the pup. People making roster moves like crazy. Like right now. See, time to trim all the fat, baby. Time to trim all the fat. Crispy chop Chris Rodriguez. Let me see. Am I missing any trades or anything? And people are saying, how many do we need to cut down? I'm just going to tell people, just wait until Thursday. All right. Giants said Nwosu has been a big disappointment for sure. For sure. Lance didn't. 5 INTs. Lance sucks, dude. Can't believe there's still a camp out there that thinks that Lance could still be a thing. I don't get it, man. And Giants said that would be tight. I got a lot of Winstons and best balls. Me too. Me too. I don't know if that's going to happen. It depends on that. Who's the sophomore over there? He was there last year. I mean, very similar. He's the running quarterback. Who's the other guy that they have over there in Cleveland? Because, yeah, it seems like Winston Might be a little bit of trade bait, but also nobody wants him though. Damn right, Lance is a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
There we go. DTR. That's who it was. I couldn't think of his whole name, but I was like, man, what are the fucking initials? What are his initials? DTR. There we go. Don't trust Robinson. Oh yeah, for the 6th time, Kadarius Toney was released.
Man, fuck Tony.
I know all he's gonna be hearing is fuck Tony.
Man,
all day.
fuck Tony.
And shout out to the guy who said Kadarius Toney was one of the most talented wide receivers that was ever coming out of college football, and made a lot of trades for him. I remember the one place that I drafted Kadarius Toney, it's because this guy liked him so much that I traded him to him. He said Tony's the village idiot.
Man, fuck Tony.
No more wide receivers going to be lining up 5 yards offsides. Whew. One good game for Tony, and that was it.
Man, fuck Tony.
Oh, man. It's so funny. Fucking Tony. One good game, and that's it. First rounder, right? What a bust. And see, and that's why I keep saying we need to not get crazy about the, like, there's going to be way more first round busts than there are booms. It's always been like that. It always will be like that. If there was more booms in the first round every single year, people's teams would be just getting better and better and better and better and better every single fucking year. There's so many busts that come in the first round. $1 million town and out of college, but 10-cent hit. Yep. Kadarius Toney.
Man, fuck Tony.
He's a bum, man. He's a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
And he's a bum now. I made it, mama. Your son is a success. Oh, man. Uh-oh. What happened? Someone said anyway I could change that. Lucky I caught it quick. All right. And Will said, yeah, but he got 2 rings, don't he? Has he been on the Chiefs for 2 years? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, fuck. Just retire, man. Just retire. Like, fuck. Like, you will never get better than what it is right now. You're a first-round talent. You got 2 Super Bowl rings. You could sell those Super Bowl rings for a lot of money if times get tough. Oh, man. Someone just said, can I change that pick? And I changed it for him, but then he picked Joey Bosa. So I had to put it in there. Joey Bosa's trash. Hell yeah. Will said, retire and sell them rings. I mean, man, that's a Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl ring. That's worth more than Kadarius Toney is worth. And he's got 2 of them. But I guess people know, like, you'd have to keep it like a secret. Like on who you'd have to keep it a secret on whose fucking ring it is, because if someone heard, oh yeah, you want a Super Bowl ring from the Kansas City Chiefs? This is a Kadarius Toney Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl ring. You know what that person's gonna say? Man, fuck Tony. Oh man, that's the roll. No way, Joey Bosa A+ pick. No. He's trash. It's not even a good homer pick, bro. Pick a better homer pick. Go with Derwin James. Like, that's actually someone who's done good. A bagel? Okay. Yeah, but no. Joey Bosa is not an A+ pick. He's trash. What round did he take him in? He took him in round 28. It was still a trash pick. He took him in round 28, and it was still a bad pick. I wouldn't take Joey Bosa in the 30th round in these best ball drafts. Uh-oh. Ron's in the house. An update. The Chiefs cut, what the hell is his first name? D Prince. What the hell is his first name? Denerick. Oh, man, it's because it's Steele, baby. He's moving up. Every time they cut somebody, Steele is just moving higher and higher up the depth chart. He's going to be starting the season as the number 3 on their running back depth chart. I'm assuming that'd be cool if he jumped CEH somehow. Steele made it. They said he officially made the 53-man roster. Yes, sir. Fucking what's his name? Fucking Andy Reid, he loves them. That's his sunshine. Yep. CEH is garbage for sure. And the rules I'm going to be giving Hustler some crap when Joey Bosa bounces back. I mean, he's not going to bounce back, dude. Like, how many years you need for him to bounce back? I mean, we've only known each other for a couple months, but like Joey Bosa's been trash for a lot of years. So yeah, if he comes back and has one good game, that's not bouncing back either. He has to have at least a few consecutive games of him doing good before I'll say, like, okay, maybe he's worth rostering. Because right now, to me, if I have him in a dynasty league, which I probably don't, but I wouldn't drop him. But I don't, like, outside of that, like, I don't want him, like, at all. Like, it sucks. Yeah, college football stats don't count for Bosa, right? Nick is the one, man. Nick's the better Bosa, that's for sure. Crispy said CEH is a league winner. League 5 coughs. Doesn't count if you don't play him. But yeah, he was on your team, huh? Yeah, Toker won. Latest news, Hawkinson's on the pup till week 4 for sure. Yep. And we're going to keep getting more and more info. Let me pull this back up and refresh. See if anything new came in. Donald Parham for the Chargers released. Texans released Lonnie Johnson Jr. Defensive guy, right? All right. Well, we're going to finish hitting this bowl, and we're going to get out of here soon. But I don't want to forget to shout out the producers of the show, all our Patreon 420 crew members, the Ultimate Priority member, our All Access members, our Elite members, our Superstar members, and the 420 crew Ride or Dies. That's why I'm coining the Ultimate members, the guys who are subscribed on multiple platforms. Or the guys who were investors in one way or the other of the show. I appreciate you guys. Salute from me to you. Yep, Parham just got released right now. Said 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago now. Said he had a chance to be tight end 1 on the team. Not no more. Not no more. And Toker 1 said he didn't earn those Super Bowl rings. But it's not a staff Super Bowl ring. He's still got the real deal, Holyfield. Will said 4 p.m. Eastern, so in 2 hours to go. Parham 6-7 as well. The tall trash tight ends. Yeah, they just don't do well. I traded him in the playoffs because I forgot to put in Zeke. Oh my gosh. So you got lucky. My team wasn't lucky enough to make it there, though. Yeah, the team 5, my team did not do that good. Did not do that good over there. It ain't no guess. That's what it's going to be. Whoa. Watch out over there, Swanee. Man, Vicky Valancourt, she was a ride or die. Like, remember when Bobby Boucher was taking the test? She comes up with the cardboard box. You want me to kill him? She wasn't fucking around. And then when that, when the dude, when he came up to spoil their pre-game party or whatever, she comes up. I asked you a question, dumbass. You gonna tackle all of us? And she comes up and fucking knife to the throat. Oh man, yeah, she was a gangster. She was a gangster. Vicky Valancourt. She wasn't playing. She was ready to cut somebody. Don't fuck with her, man. She's ready to cut your ass. She was a ride or die for sure. A ride or die. Vicky Valancourt. You know, there's a guy on TikTok who impersonates Bobby Boucher, and just like his whole shtick is being Bobby Boucher. Well, what? I'm not doing that. I'm not putting that up there. And Christopher said, I beat you. Fucker. He said you had Pacheco. He hurt his puss. I moved on to the championship. Yeah, see. So I said my team wasn't lucky enough to make it there. I know you beat me in a couple semis. Yeah, it's bullshit. That's from Wayne's World. I can't remember that. I don't remember that part.
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me.
Dude, you're all partied out, man. Was that interviewing the owner of Noah's Arcade? Yeah, Wayne's World's one of those ones I haven't seen in such a long time. Probably got to watch it again so we can appreciate it a little bit more. All right. Yep, I think it's time to get out of here. We got some food delivered from lovely Vanessa. Appreciate her so much, keeping me fed and alive over here. And so Stevie B should be back tonight. But we have our best ball, but Noble's got he's got football. So we're not gonna be live streaming tonight, but I'll see you over there. We will see you. We'll see you on the Stevie B show, and then we'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, we're gonna dominate, guys. We're gonna dominate. Hit me up about a draft. 420crew.com. Get up over there. I'll be posting about the leagues. We got a handful of leagues with a couple spots left. Help me fill these leagues. We got $33 options, $55 options, and we got the free wafers tournament that's going down. Message me about that. I'll send you all the links and everything. Ron said, have a great time. Let's go, Noble. Yeah, let's see what he does. So we'll see you guys later on the Stevie B show right here on the Fantasy Football Hustler channel. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning as well for the Elevated Sports Talk. We'll see you there. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.